we on?
We seem to be live. Connor, can we confirm? I'm worried about one of the Facebook things here.
Yeah. Which one? This one?
Okay, Jenna, whenever you're...
Oh, we're on.
We're live.
We're live. We're on.
We're live-ish. One of the Facebook things is not cooperating.
What happens with that? Dear Facebook, why are you not cooperating? I like some of these headlines. You know, every day, what I find the best way to start my day is to find something that makes me happy. So I find.
So you find the show.
I find the show. I listened to you last night. My child woke up at 2:30, and I said, no matter what, I'm not putting on my phone. I'm just gonna lie here and try to fall asleep. So this is exactly what I did. If you think I'm kidding, I'm not. I'm lying here. I'm laying here. I'm just gonna sleep. I'm laying here. I'm getting tired. I'm not tired. So I'm sorry to do this, but I had to go on my phone. So I didn't mean to, but I got a lot of stuff done. I did a lot of emailing. I got a lot of work done. But what I find now is because I do that stuff in the middle of the night, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is as I look to the people on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, whatever, that have really funny handles, and I read them, and it makes me happy. It puts me in a good mood. A couple of them, and then I dive into the rest of my day. So that's what I'm going to read to you here. BuzzFeed came out with the 17 hilarious tweets that are just crazy relatable. Gotta read these to you. I think you're gonna love these. These are really funny. Number 1, are we all ready to admit that don't tell anyone means you can tell exactly one person? Adulthood, number 2, adulthood is emailing sorry for the delayed response back and forth until one of you dies. That is so funny. Seriously. Sorry for the delayed response back and forth until somebody dies. Number 3, in what section of my resume do I put drinking wine in the shower, special skills, or work experience? Number 4, from Tanisha Ramirez, boyfriend to me during Obama's farewell address. Quote, I want you to look at me. Okay, it got cut off.
It's, is it on the next page?
I want you to look at me.
The way Biden looks at it.
Oh, I want you to look at me the way Biden looks at Obama. Goals. That was number 4. Number 5, from Randy Lawson. By the way, your Facebook friend who shares all those slick recipe videos hasn't cooked for herself in 2 years. Number 6. This is me listening to Amateur Hour. How it feels to listen to podcast. Okay, that's not funny. Number 7. The best part about Instagram is seeing how many cats live better lives than I do. A few more.
Actually, what we did, we just hit our 100th subscriber on YouTube.
Oh, amazing.
So let's keep it going.
That's awesome, guys. We're on YouTube, so go check it out at Jenna Wolf Show. Waiter, oh, that's going to be hard to translate. Number 9, what am I supposed to do with all this laundry? And before you answer, I already tried staring out the window and crying for 9 hours. It's really funny. How about this one from Amanda? If scientists are so great, maybe they should invent chips that don't make a sound when I'm chewing them so I can hear my program. Next one by Psycho. I stress about stress before there's even stress to stress about. Right here. And I do it at 3 o'clock in the morning. Number 12. Each and every one of my problems could be solved by lowering my expectations, but I refuse to do so. Next one, number 13. Fuck flowers. Romance is pre-making coffee the night before. So true. Next one by Anna Dresden. Sometimes I open Uber just to watch the little cars drive around. Number 15. We're almost done. 3 more. Intelligence is accurately knowing how dumb you are. Sure words are never said. Number 16. Sometimes I feel pretty okay about my choices, but then remember that in 2006 I had a romantic relationship based entirely on Anchorman quotes. And number 17. Me. I'm an opinionated woman who knows what she wants. Anyone. What do you want to eat? Me. Crying, you can't tell. It's hard for you to see the ones that have the pictures on it. Anyway, those are funny. Some of them, 3 of the 17 really made me laugh when I started my day that way. Connor, you want me to go on?
Yeah, McDonald's is on the way. McDonald's facts.
Before we do that, actually, from our last segment, I thought I had read this, but just in case, because Tracy Bender-Schisler is saying it again, she wanted to say that she's a nurse.
Oh, cool.
Karen Thompson says, hilarious. I just happened to catch a video of you and Steph reflecting on your outdoor trip, and I missed the end of it went away.
On our outdoor trip?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Wait, who's a nurse? Tracy Bender-Schisler?
Tracy Bender-Schisler.
Tracy, I'm going to say this again. I will tell you, as a nurse, any doctor out there, any hypnotist out there, any psychologist out there, I'm looking for ways for Harper to stop sucking her thumb. And before you say put something on it or cover it with a bandage or put something nasty, it doesn't work. So I don't want that answer. I want a different answer. Maybe like she can be hypnotized. Is that something children can be? Maybe she can go to a special thumb sucking therapy session. I'm not even joking. I need to figure out what it is that we can do. So please don't. I don't want anyone to say, "Well, put some bad tasting thing on it." That's not the answer.
Work.
That doesn't work. It didn't work. Not work.
I was gonna say what I told you this morning.
That's my problem.
That you should go get hypnotized.
I know. No, she really does suck her thumb a lot. It's a lot.
A
couple other headlines. The 5 things you should do at the end of every single day to become more successful, happier, and healthier. And it only takes 10 minutes. You want to hear them, Lance?
Please.
Okay. Well, these are the top.
Happier than I am already?
The top 5 things you should do at the end of every day to become more successful, happier, and healthier. Number 1, keep a gratitude journal. At the end of the day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Give me 3 things, Lance. Don't roll your eyes at me.
Well, first of all, that would make me unhappy to have to write that.
Okay, so number 1's not for you. Number 2, prepare your nutrition. Make a freshly squeezed juice or smoothie. Pop it in the fridge so you can have it for breakfast. Did you have any snacks just now?
I had the Tafudi Cutie.
2 ice cream sandwiches. So number 2 is not for you. Number 3, mentally prepare your mind for the first thing you will do when you wake up. I do that. I do all my work and then I read something.
Oh, I think the first thing I do when I drink water.
Number 4, plan your to-do list. I have a to-do list on my phone every day. Today I knocked off 2 things. And number 5, FaceTime a loved one. Wah, wah. You thought they'd be more tangible, right? Like, go to the following app and click yes.
I thought they would say at some point that somebody would have said to go read. Hitting golf balls would be one.
How many golf balls do you hit at any given time?
I hit around 250 this morning.
So when you go in there and you're like, I'll have 1 session, how many balls are in a bucket?
I buy at Chelsea Piers, they sell for $150. They sell 1,000 something balls.
And people hit 1,000 a session, or is that?
No, I have a card, and I go and I put the card in, and it serves up the balls.
Oh, so when you're done, you can say I'm finished, and then you save that many.
You just take your card out, and it registers how many balls should be served up.
Oh, cool.
It's a very cool process.
Okay.
And actually one of the ironies about it is the ball gets served up, and a lot of times I take the ball off because I want to practice hitting off of a non-tee. But the thing is still serving up, and it's a little distracting. So I've gotten to the point that where I'm able to block it out, which I think is going to be helpful on the course because there's like other stuff that you always have to block out, and I've gotten so accustomed to actually blocking out that little thing that would have driven me crazy before. If like there was a little thing coming up while I'm hitting a golf ball, it would have just completely I would have really gone to an institution. So
I don't even know if I could read this.
What is it?
Feeling down, take off all your clothes because being naked makes us happier and more satisfied with our bodies. Is that?
Okay.
No, I don't. I have a good body, I think, but I don't even I don't want to be naked.
How'd that story sneak?
I don't know. How did that story? Connor put that in there.
Connor, what were you trying to tell us?
Oh, remember?
Which story? The naked story.
The naked story. Lance, remember we were talking about how many people were having sex during election time?
Yes.
The rate of IUD insertions did go up after the election. Huge data set reveals 19% increase in women getting coils since Trump's win in November. It was the opposite. Nobody wanted to have babies
anymore because Trump administration.
Yes. I find that.
So that's actually going to reduce healthcare prices.
Donald Trump has vowed to reform the Affordable Care Act, which covers all FDA-approved birth control without cost to those with insurance. There was a flurry of interest over IUDs, long-lasting contraception, in November. Some feared the reforms could affect ACA funding of contraception.
Oh, so it's not necessarily more people were using it. It's just that, I guess it was more people using it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you 2 choices. Oh, I have 3 stories for you. Okay? Tell me which of these pique your interest. The 6 workouts you can do at your desk to burn more than 1,000 calories. Don't bribe children to eat vegetables. You're supposed to do this instead. And 29 mind-blowing things you probably didn't know about McDonald's.
Oh, not even a question.
Okay, that's what I thought you were going to say. Here we
You
go.
have the same answer that I do.
You've been talking about McDonald's for the last couple weeks. 29 things you absolutely did not know and are going to blow your mind about McDonald's.
One is that one of them is within walking distance of us.
Could be. That's actually not on here. Number 1, McDonald's original menu iron staple was hot dogs and not hamburgers. Number 2, there are more McDonald's in the U.S. than hospitals, but there are more libraries in the U.S. than McDonald's, so go get a book. Number 3, Chicken McNuggets are available in 4 distinct shapes. I don't know if you knew this: a bell, a boot, a ball, and a bone. They're given their specific look by being pressed out of a cookie cutter, and then are shaped similarly to make sure they're all cooked the same. Number 4, McDonald's sells around 75 hamburgers per second.
75
Lance.
Hamburgers per second?
Number 5, that super catchy, mega annoying I'm Loving It jingle was actually written by Pharrell and recorded by Justin Timberlake.
How does that jingle go?
I'm loving it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Number 6, in case you were wondering, you can get married at McDonald's restaurants in Hong Kong. For $1,200, you get invites, balloon, wedding rings, a bridal bouquet, and your own MC for the day. And you are married at McDonald's. How about this? More people recognize McDonald's logo than the cross. Is that weird?
More people recognize McDonald's logo
Than the cross, according to a 1995 survey of 7,000 people in 6 different countries.
I guess.
How about this? You know the McRib sandwich? Have you heard of the McDonald's McRib sandwich?
Vaguely.
It has more than 70 ingredients.
How many ingredients are in their coffee?
But it's mainly made of tripe, heart, and scalded stomach. I'm just reading these. McDonald's invented the Filet-O-Fish after a franchise owner in a super Catholic town in Ohio realized that a lot of people gave up hamburgers for Lent. So McDonald's founder Ray Kroc initially wanted to replace the hamburger with a hula burger, which is a piece of pineapple covered with cheese instead. But nope, we had the Filet-O-Fish. I can't believe how many McDonald's there are.
McDonald's is like ubiquitous. They're like the Darren Braska of restaurants.
The world record for the most Big Macs eaten belongs to Donald Gorski of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. As of August 24th, 2016, he's had 28,788 Big Macs and typically averages 14 a week. And he's skinny. It's really bizarre if that's him. Oh, and the biggest fast food chain in the country is actually Subway, not McDonald's. Subway has more than 40,000 locations. McDonald's has 35,000. But McDonald's feeds 62 million people every day, which is more people than live in Great Britain.
I would imagine the average McDonald's store is bigger than a Subway, right?
The size of it?
The size of it, and the
Yeah.
Subways generally aren't drive-through.
Here are some famous people that have worked at McDonald's: James Franco, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Rachel McAdams, and Shania Twain.
So Hamilton came out of McDonald's?
Yeah. Guess how many countries around the world have a McDonald's?
178.
110, very close.
Oh.
The last.
There are that many countries that don't have a McDonald's?
Yeah.
Actually, there aren't that many in Africa.
The last item, 29. The highest calorie item on the menu is the 40-piece Chicken McNuggets. They weigh in at 1,900 calories. Not that you're going to eat 40 chicken nuggets all by yourself. Those are interesting comments about McDonald's. Some good, some not as good. But with everything, you'll have some good, some not as good. I just didn't realize.
Have you ever had the coffee from McDonald's?
Yeah. I think I did once.
It's
My
really
mom
good.
raves about McDonald's coffee.
It is
She thinks
amazing.
it's. My parents like go to McDonald's to get the McDonald's coffee.
So, and why I get salad at McDonald's sometimes.
You can get a salad and put like a the egg part of the egg muffin on it.
The egg. Oh, you can get the egg. I wonder if they
you
do
get the
that.
whole McMuffin and then just put the egg part.
The muffin. You think the muffin at McDonald's is not healthy? The English muffin part.
Well, it's a muffin. It's just white carbs.
But those aren't even for breakfast. Like I feel like
I'd
English
rather
muffins.
you have 2 of the egg parts on a big salad than one. I'd rather have 3 of the egg parts than one sandwich.
Got it.
You know.
I got you. I hear you. Okay.
You know what I
Are
mean?
we done? Do we have more news?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to.
The 6 workouts you can do at your desk to burn more than 1,000 calories a week, and you don't even have to leave your chair for some of them. I don't know how this is going to burn 1,000 calories a week. I also think some of these are a little crazy. That's why I was going to read them. I have my own desk workouts, but these are really interesting. Some of them are really great, like step aerobics, which is basically just they want you to, for 10 minutes, just walk up and down the steps. Number 2, star jumps. There's no way that this guy in his suit, CVS calls me all day. I get it. I'm just going to let the message play out.
Are they just trying to get on the show?
I think they want to get on the show. You know how CVS is. My favorite one, and these are good, like star jumps. Those are really difficult. That's like a squat thrust, like bend all the way down and jump up in the air. Leg lifts, where you're going to sit straight up and lift your legs off the floor for like 30 seconds at a time. Wall push-offs, where you lean up against the wall and push. They have you doing a bunch of these. But now we come to a wall sit. We're going to do a wall sit. My favorite one, this was my favorite one. Connor.
Yes.
Shoulder shrugs.
Yep.
Shoulder shrugs. They want you to do 30 seconds of shoulder shrugs for 3 times as part of your 1,000 calories. You know what a shoulder shrug is? It's basically saying, I don't know, over and
You
over
look
again
really
for
happy
30
when you
seconds.
do that.
Do I really?
You really look so into it.
Well,
Energy.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe? Probably?
Maybe people just think you're really uncertain about stuff.
People can be like, do not ask Jenna anything. She literally
You'll get
knows
fired.
shit. I know.
Then you can go to the gym.
Martha Stollard says, CBS wants you answer the phone.
Maybe it is. Ooh, actually, I'm still on. I did answer the phone. Oh, they hung up on me. Okay, just making sure. All right, that's it. And then don't bribe your kids to eat vegetables. You're supposed to basically like, there's a whole big thing of what you're supposed to do, but actually it's not one of the problems that I have, believe it or not, so I'm not going to stress out about it because I stress out about everything else. Any thumb sucking,
We have not had any
no one has
sucking
any,
advice.
come on, we have so many smart people out there. There's got to be like, kind of look up if you can hypnotize a 3-year-old.
Hypnotize.
Right.
Well,
That's,
All right.
that, like, why would you want to hypnotize a 3-year-old?
to stop fucking your thumb.
To throw
Stop fucking your thumb.
Fail 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Red leather,
Red leather, yellow leather. Is there?
Your Delta nickname is Shred.
There's a whole thing about it.
That it's wrong? Why else would somebody want to,
It says, I have a 2.5-year-old coming in to see me. Okay, this is...
You want to come on the show? Come here. Come sit down and tell me. Can you come on and tell me?
Yeah.
It's my only source of information right now. You guys are letting me down.
Okay.
I'm woefully disappointed.
There's a pretty lengthy answer, but I'll read.
Can you try to speed read and skim it?
I'll try, yeah, but I haven't taken any speed reading classes. Okay, so this is off Hypno Center, which I assume is
Hippo Center.
Let's see if Connor can get some hearts going here.
Hypno Center. Come on, guys, give me some words. So I guess this is like a hypnotizing forum. Someone asks, I have a 2.5-year-old coming in to see me who's terrified of bugs, including flies. I've never worked with anyone this young before.
Right.
How in the world do you hypnotize really little children?
This is a hypnotist asking other hypnotists?
Yeah, and do you have a script that will handle her fear? So, someone answers and says, I found that you can hypnotize any age child if you set aside your traditional ideas of what inductions are. I don't know a whole lot about hypnotism.
Picking up on that.
Have you ever seen like a live?
I've seen on college campuses where
Yeah.
they bring someone up
Right.
and they're like, in 5 seconds you'll fall asleep. And then they literally fall on the ground. But I'm always convinced
Yeah.
that they're in cahoots with the person.
How do
doing
you
it.
spell hypnotism?
HYPNOTISM.
HYP
Hypno, N-O-T-I-S-M.
TISM.
Hypnotism?
Yeah, we had someone come in high school, so we're all under 18. We're 18 or, a couple years younger, and there's this, like they had this guy come on, and you can't hear them talking to the people, so everyone's like kind of skeptical. But this one guy, they're like, okay, now you're driving a car, and everyone's like pretending they're driving. And he's
and
like,
these people are already hypnotized?
yeah, they're hypnotized. Like, they've been asleep, now they're awake, and they're pretending they're driving, and it's like 10 people, like, up on stage. And then the guy's like, it's like, what's that behind you? He's like, oh, it's a cop. Like, they're pulling you over. And one of the kids, like, just starts throwing stuff out of his car. And the teachers are like, oh my God. This is like a guy who everyone's already, like, suspicious, like, he might be drinking in high school.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah,
That's really funny.
yeah, it was, but, like, so stuff like that, like, I'm like, sitting there, I'm like, he knows that teachers are already, like, suspicious about him, so I'm like, he wouldn't do that, like, draw attention to himself, right? So maybe it is real, but then, you know.
I always wanted to be hypnotized. Like,
Yeah.
if it worked, why doesn't everyone just go get hypnotized to eat healthy?
I've never been hypnotized. I
Most
was
people
hypnotized by the Jenna Wolf book, Thinner in 30,
Yeah, but why do we all go and, like,
and then
I'd love to
Maybe
do
we
it
should bring a
live.
hypnotism.
Like, if you guys know a hypnotist who wants to come on live and hypnotize me, I'm in.
let's put out a call. Actually, I just tweeted about that we're discussing hypnotism, so maybe somebody will find us.
We'll get a hypnotist on the show.
Aduzer23 says, hi all, late to the party today. FYI, there is a crochet pattern thumb sucking helper on Etsy. Ha, odd.
I'm sucking. No, I just want to find what's the solution. We're all going through it. This phone keeps buzzing. I don't understand why. No? Oh yeah, I see that. She won't put anything on her. She won't put anything on her thumb, and that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous looking, by the way. So that's it. You have no solutions for me.
My solution
It's cool.
would be,
in different colors.
mine would be time. Connor, do any of your friends that you know, do any of them suck their thumb?
Still?
No, but it'll really. If I don't do anything about it, it'll
probably.
screw up her mouth. It really will, and she'll need like a lot of orthodontal work. So I don't want to do that to her.
That can be expensive.
It can be expensive.
You don't want to do that to her, meaning Stephanie, or you don't want to do that to her?
I don't want to do that to poor Harper, and I don't want to just screw up her mouth where she's wearing like all these guards, and mouth guards, and metal guards, and she's not gonna want that. She's gonna wish that I did something to her. I know it's not the nicest, healthiest thing, so we're off on hypnotism.
Yeah.
How about hypnotizing a thumb sucker?
Okay. I think that's actually what I searched for. Hypnotizing.
It's stressing me out. All right,
Hypnotize.
we tried. Connor's trying for me. My
Let me see.
living Google over here.
Self.
Yeah, Kari Beck, Connor's mom, says it's not good.
I know it's not good.
Actually, next 123 says, don't panic, kids will outgrow
They won't.
these things. Kari is saying, sorry, but I was an extreme case. She, I guess, had a... What was the case at Kari? I missed the...
I think when she was a child, she used to suck her thumb or something.
Gotcha.
She-
Karen Thompson actually says, what about a reward system?
She doesn't know she's doing it. That's the problem.
She's not old enough yet.
She is a little bit. She understands rewards, believe me. She wants that cupcake. But she doesn't realize it's a self-soothing mechanism. So she's never going to, she's only, she's always going to do it when she's stressed out or sad.
She wants the
crying.
cupcakes from yesterday because she saw us having.
Yeah.
So when if she actually eats a cup, are you giving her a cupcake a day like you told the guys?
I'm going to give her a cupcake today because she didn't get any screen time yesterday and she got no treats or anything yesterday because I didn't like the way she handled her morning school routine. And this morning she was wonderful. She was sweet and nice and awesome, so she gets it.
Can I ask you a question on your way over? And today, did you ask the guys across the street for cupcakes for the people at the show here?
So I walked over, but our two guys weren't there. There was a woman that was there, so I just didn't want to start the whole thing again. But I'm going to go back to them. I'm leaving here a tad early to go take Harper to swim class, and on my way back, I'm going to stop there. Anything?
They have like stories. I guess this is like an audiobook that you. I guess it relates to the kids and.
Is it for kids or for adults? I
Yeah,
can't be
it's for
bothered. It's too much
kids.
time.
It's for kids. It's a hypnotic bedtime story.
And they'll stop sucking your thumb?
That's what it says. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Patty Sogstad says. Sorry? Okay, it says there is a book with a little dolly that is specific to trying to quit the thumb sucking. CN Elburn Greenwood says maybe she is waiting to be asked to stop.
I ask her every day. I ask her all the time, every day, all the time. Constantly. Harper thumb. Harper. Harper thumb. Harper.
You have Darren has the
She's
answer.
quick to stop.
Yeah.
But she
just
wants to.
realized she's
She
doing
wants
it.
to stop.
Darren has the answer.
What?
Just have Connor speak to her and I'll put her in a trance and she'll stop.
Have Mary do it.
Darren. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'll pay
Tracy
anyone.
Bender
I'll pay
Schisler.
anyone any amount of money. No, I didn't ask her.
Tracy Bender Schisler says, this is Tracy's daughter Jen. I have a 3-year-old as well, and I try to explain to her in a way a 3-year-old may understand. I never had a thumb issue, but explaining sometimes does work.
I've tried, guys. Believe me. I explained. I've showed her videos of what it could do to you. I've showed her videos of what happens to your mouth. I've showed her.
Wait, you showed her
races.
videos of what it could do to her? You
Yeah.
think she can comprehend that?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I've threatened to punish all of it. None of it works.
A Gunning says, when I was a kid, parents put bad tasting stuff on the thumb. That
I
doesn't
don't
seem
want
to
that.
be working. Oh, you don't want to do that?
It's traumatizing for her. It's counterintuitive. It's like she puts her thumb in her mouth when she's like scared or upset, and then so for her to be scared or upset, I don't want her to be terrified of doing it. I want her to stop doing it.
Right. So you don't want to scare her out of it. I agree.
It's like with a timeout. I don't want to stick her in a dark room because I don't want her to be afraid of the dark. Like I'll stick her in a room if for a timeout with the door shut.
Karen is saying I gave Ethan a dog bone as a replacement when he kept putting things in his mouth.
A dog bone.
I guess because like the dog bone sticks around. Like I don't think it's like a punishment. I think that a dog bone actually is something that dogs chew on a lot
Right.
and won't go away. So whenever she wants to do it, whenever Ethan wanted to do it, I think what she's saying is that you can
She
put
won't put that. She'll be like, okay. So-
Yeah. She's
I mean,
probably not young enough for that.
yeah, she's too old for that at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, it stresses me out. Well, we have a guest coming on in a few minutes.
C.N. Elborn Greenwood actually has a decent idea.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe mimic her every time and she'll stop when she sees you doing it.
Maybe who?
Kari says she's young, she will grow out of it, they all get braces. That's actually true. I think every kid's going to get braces anyway. Relax and enjoy parenting was another comment, not from Kari, from somebody else whose name I didn't catch.
Okay.
Tracy Bender Schisler says it may be best to let it go for just a little bit. Maybe it's too overwhelming. So wish I could help. I think that's Jen's her daughter.
Thank you.
C.N. Elburn Greenwood says when my teen boys are saying a catchphrase I don't like, I start saying it and they stop immediately.
You're like,
Actually, this is very
"Something
funny. I have a very funny thing on that note.
Good, this will take up the 10 minutes. Go on, let me hear. Go on, let me
We
hear.
need to fill some time.
I need to fill some time. Tell us a story.
We need to fill time, so
No, you didn't hear that. Those are not your words. Go on.
can I just be myself? I think me talking normally.
Yeah,
if
go,
you
let me
ever
hear
need
it.
filler,
Let's
just
hear it.
say, Lance, how about this?
How about this?
So, Olivia,
Olivia's your daughter.
my daughter, and Alicia.
Olivia's how old?
Olivia's 11,
11 years old.
and so they now say to each other when something is good, they say Gucci as good, but they're saying good for Gucci, and I think they got Alicia saying Gucci, and there was a whole embarrassment. Like they was like when imitating your kids, and when you're saying Gucci, like the brand as opposed to Gucci, this, and so they had some situation over the weekend where they were saying Gucci.
My friends,
Gucci.
my friends say that too.
They say Gucci.
What's Gucci? I can't believe that's like so universal. Like,
Right? Yeah, I think it's like become a
couple
real.
generations.
Yeah, it's
I
like.
can't believe that was a story.
Well, Connor got it.
Yeah.
Because he's from the Gucci generation.
Yeah. I got
He's
a lot of
Gucci
friends
Goo.
Oy, Vixen.
I was actually watching this German movie with subtitles the other day, and there was a lot of like Yiddish coming back to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, from my old days when I was a kid. Like these kids get Gucci. I got sent to a yeshiva where they translated from Hebrew into Yiddish. So I translated the Hebrew Amen into the Yiddish Amen, and then somebody now is like, no, it's Amen.
Yeah, that's somebody with me.
Oh,
It was like 8 minutes ago.
I'm sorry.
All right, so are there any other comments?
Brenda Vogel says, does she have a toy or blanket to comfort her instead of the thumb?
No. She
No
never was
toys?
into that. She has toys, but she goes for the thumb. I can hand her anything. I mean, I don't want to give her
Well, at
food
least
every
she's
time.
self-sufficient. You have to look at the
Yes.
bright side of that.
Is it only when she's watching stuff? Like
No, it's
YouTube,
when
or-
she's stressed or tired or like aggravated. You know, like when she's crying or something. It's
So basically,
self-soothing.
yeah.
Okay.
So what percentage of the day is that?
Now it's getting worse and worse. That's why. If it was
Is there
getting
more and more
better-
stress in the house,
I
or
don't know.
are you guys?
No,
Like-
she just does it all the time now.
No,
I
she does
don't
not
think-
when it's just stress. Just
Right,
like
now
as
she just does it when she's standing around.
just like me talking.
Right. Oh, that's stressful. But what's not stressful is our next guest, who is a Billboard #1 singer.
Yeah, she's a singer-songwriter.
Jessica Oriello. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Jessica Oriello says that she stopped when she was 8. That's when I had my first crush. I was embarrassed. So maybe we just need to get Harper a boyfriend.
I know, I can't wait 5 more years. Let's
No,
see what
get
she
her a
likes.
boyfriend at 3. Right?
At 3? Okay.
C and Elborn Greenwood says, please try the copy thing tonight. Mimicking her.
Okay.
That might really work.
I mean,
Out of everything I've heard so
I don't
far.
want to put my thumb in my mouth. I feel like that's gross.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that would be. I think we're caught up. Do you want me to tell another story?
Nope.
Okay.
No. I want
You
to
sure you want to think about it? I can sing.
No, I'm positive.
You want to see me
Alright, we're gonna
dance?
wait.
You know what's worse than my singing, by the way?
What?
My dancing. I know that you find that hard to believe, but my dancing really is worse than my singing. And I'm not
Your
saying
singing's terrible.
I am not saying anything positive about my singing. I'm just making sure that you realize that when you hear my voice, you
Yeah.
need to be imagining me dancing.
Okay.
I'm gonna show.
All right.
If you want to see this,
Not only
probably not.
with that.
No one needs to see.
Okay.
You want to take a break?
Yeah,
Are you
I
wanting-
don't want to just sit here and not do anything. Like I want.
Let's do another segment then.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll relaunch with another segment. in a
Yeah,
minute.
it's either going to be her in 2 minutes when she gets here, or it's going to be another segment.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
There's a question. Sherry wants to know, why is Connor on the couch?
Why not? I mean, he's so good looking. Connor was coming over to help me see about hypnotizing a 3-year-old. Whether that's something people should do.
Yeah. Sounds weird. Am I the hypnotist expert?
Yeah.
Have me on to hypnotize children.
I thought it was really my research.
Sundays with Connor.
Hypnotizing children.
Yeah.
Your Saturday morning. You need to go to church, but you need some time for your kid to do something.
Yeah.
Just bring Connor in.
Have Connor's go to
Hypnotize.
hypnotize you.
All right, we're gonna come back at the top of the hour. We'll take a break.
Excellent. We're back in.
So basically, I can't believe of all the things.
We're
I've
still
done,
live.
there's nothing hypnotistic.
Yeah.
Hypnotistic.
Hypnotistic. We're still alive.
Maybe, if hypnotism's just it
Like
might
not
just be-
everything. Like
yeah.
maybe put Harper on the Ouija board while you're at it. Put her hands on it.